the top left, we do have Bjorn. And in the top right, it is Nightmare. So same map as earlier. Let's see how it plays out though this time. He's gonna have a low ground wall. Is he playing PvZ? Does he think Bjorn did switch to Zerg here? And Bjorn is gonna go across the map. And he's got a proxy. His first barracks, yeah. Got a proxy Reaper. Probably around here. No. That's otherwise. Gonna throw it. Where are you gonna put it? This is already 200. It's a little bit late there. Not the perfect timing. Like this, he can. I don't know why he put it here. I guess he likes it better here. But yeah, there's no Reaper wall. There's no Reaper wall we saw earlier from stats being committed to this jumping point. So yeah, could pay off hugely here for Bjorn. Nightmare is gonna be a little bit sweating right now. Hey, wait, what? Where's your barracks? Mate, where's your barracks? Can you please tell me? He's not gonna find it. He's gonna scout second gas, but even if he goes out to scout for the barracks now, he's not gonna see it. Bjorn is someone, as I said, someone who's a little bit more conservative with his plays, so I'm kind of expecting the second production facility to be at home and not gonna be proxy. And indeed, the SCV is leaving. It's only gonna be a Reaper. Maybe we are gonna see more Reapers, but factory should go up at home here in just a moment. And then the second depot coming in as well. Oh, if he could get that probe, that would be great. But yeah, there we go. Factory and second depot. Both at home, creating the wall. There we go, Reaper hopping in. And nothing at home, completely exposed. Definitely a little bit of greedy here by Nightmare, sending his Zealot across the map. And he's gonna pay with some probes. And now he's keeping everything alive, but at least he's gonna pay with mining time. Alright, first probe is gonna die. Bjorn is gonna go out, it seems. He ate some shots from those workers, so he does not want to lose the Reaper to the guy coming in right now. And there's a Zealot, so he's like deciding, alright, I want to micro against this Zealot at home, and I'm gonna bring back the Reaper. Maybe micro at this. Oh my god, this is a great catch from Bjorn. That's a beautiful micro, man. Beautiful stuff. Now he can go again in with the Reaper. There is an Adeptor, he needs to be careful. He's gonna eat the first shot, it's just gonna jump out. Very interesting. So this is probably against the idea of Hellions. If it would have been Hellions, but in fact it is not, so yeah. Wallace is kind of an odd position just. Bjorn is gonna find this, alright. That's where your production is. Maybe the Reaper can get away, maybe the Shade can catch it. Shade is not gonna commit. So both players doing less than I guess they expected with their stuff. I like the reactionary Zealot going across the map and just defending with probes at home, and only losing one probe was actually a good call there by Nightmare. And some nice micro to actually pull that off against someone like Bjorn with a Reaper in your base. I'd definitely be dead. Second base on the way, yeah. Things are looking great here for Nightmare, man. His Nexus is so much faster. He has already such a big worker lead here as well. He's looking great. I go in for the scout here. He's gonna find the robo. It's gonna be a good scout. Second gate as well. Gonna get the second probe finally, but yeah. Already a little bit late, it feels like. Armies across the map here for Nightmare, and he has a chance to maybe snipe that Cyclone. I think there was, oh no, there's only Stalkers here. The Immortal is at home, so yeah. Just gonna snipe the SCV and maybe get whatever he can on Marines. Oh, I love this one, the Adept coming in for the last hit. And tank is here. Poof. Oh, careful, careful. You don't want to take too much damage before your War Prism comes across the map. Of course, Bjorn did see the robotics, so he should know. Well, most likely it's gonna be a prism, right? And he has a Banshee across the map, getting 2 probes actually. He has a second Banshee on the way right now. Cloak did just finish up, so he's gonna come in again here. And there is an Observer, but it's a tiny bit out of position. Now he kind of pulls Bjorn in though, committing a little bit deeper than he might have should have there. And he's gonna lose the Banshee. That's a little bit of a messy game so far. He could get the tank, that would be a great pick-off here. And he's gonna indeed get it. Immortal's so strong against those heavy units. Second tank is out though, and we did just lose a Stalker is Nightmare, so tiny bit of a mistake, maybe over microing there for just a second. Gonna go in again. Very nice angle here for him, he's gonna find that SCV. But Viking is here, he needs to recall this. He needs to recall this. Now he cannot recall anymore. He's gonna lose so much. Oh my god. He immediately should have recalled that one. Should have picked it all up and recalled, or I don't know, immediately recalled and not... Like, trying to recall the Warp Prism was the greediest move there. So the Warp Prism was out of recall range and he decided like, alright, I can probably get all home. And then he recalls later. And he loses 2 units for it, instead of just a Prism. He should have sacrificed the Prism and recalled the Immortal with the Stalker there. Would have been definitely better. Dark Shrine on the way, so very Nightmare-ish. Prioritizing Dark Templar attack here over AoE is something he kind of tends to do, and he likes to do it with Blink as well. So this could be Blink, Charge, Blink DT and Charge. And he's gonna be Blink now first here. Is he gonna throw on Blink on his DTs though? I really want to see this. Does not seem. And now he's just gonna warp in a couple of DTs. No defenses here whatsoever. Zealots are not gonna hit the Banshee. Definitely a good move here. From Bjorn getting that across the map, hitting another 2 probes there. He does not want this to be seen. Wait, was there a DT already? I think it was only an Observer, but the DT, it walks into scan range and then it did not get revealed there. Lucky enough here for a Nightmare. Super close timing. He's gonna hit both bases at the same time now. He's just gonna go ahead and kill as many SCVs as he can get. But it's actually not that many. 8 SCVs. I think there was 2 counting. Maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, but 8 SCVs, it's good enough. Third base is already done though. And no Blink. The issue though is no AoE as well. Finally, Templar Archives is going down here. But this is the army. It's only, there's also no upgrades. It's like nothing. It's such a vanilla army here. They only have their Twilight upgrades. On the other side though, Bjorn, I mean, his +1 is about to finish up here, and he can make a move if he wants to. Just go across the map and probably poke out Nightmare's 3rd base. Gonna come in again with the Banshee, gonna find so much damage here. 4 kills again. And super late Banshee coming in. And Bjorn is looking very defensive setup here at his 3rd base. So those Zealots are not gonna do anything. I love this Observer there. He's gonna see the armor rotation here. Oh, and that's so much for it. I guess I loved it until it got sniped. He's gonna immediately rotate another Observer, and he's gonna be a little bit more conservative with his Zealots here. He's gonna have 1 scouting now for the group and some setup here on the 4th base. There we go. Observer's gonna see the army and indeed did not move, so he's gonna be safe here for a while. And hey, this might shape up to be a late game PvT on this map, which can go very crazy. Storms completed, Templars are loaded into the Prism, and there we go, a ton of Marines coming in, assassinate that. Poor old Zealot, and we need some forges here. There we go, 1 forge only, it seems. Only 1 forge. Gonna get chronoed, but very late upgrades here. Both players going very slow in their upgrades. I mean, Bjorn's at least has his 1-1 on the way. But definitely a bit slow. He's gonna prioritize ghosts. This has become a bit more popular recently, where you go into 1-1 upgrades with a very quick Ghost Academy to try and counter the storms. And ghosts are good against Protoss in general, right? EMPs, they're gonna strip away those shields. They're gonna be very happy. Oof. He always has a backup though. Yeah, Nightmare macroing like a god actually. Looking very good, very solid. The only thing, as I said earlier, I'm kind of missing are those upgrades. Only the +1 coming in still. Should have gotten Double Forge to be honest. Oh, there we go, Double Forge is on the way now. Finally. And the Double Robo coming in here as well. What's in the prism? That's a very expensive cargo. It's 4 High Templars. He's gonna drop all of them? No, he's gonna drop 2. Run into a turret and now try to storm drop here. Gonna find 1 storm, the rest is gonna get EMP'd. No Archon is gonna be made. Nice defense here by Bjorn. Did not even kill 1 SCV. Oh, maybe it killed 1 SCV. The Zealots killed the second one. Yeah, good cleanup, good awareness here by Bjorn, and he's gonna find this army rotation as well in the south. So very good stuff here from our Terran player. He's looking super solid, very defensive, completely uncharacteristic here for Bjorn. But he's been toying with these ideas recently, where he plays very defensively, kind of just goes into a little bit of a Maru style. But you can see he's not used to it. He's picking up way in money right now, and he's not even maxed. Zealot assassinating a tank here, great stuff there by Nightmare. Good identification that he could get that one. That's really a great move, just moving in the Zealot and sniping 1 tank. Because he saw it probably with the Observer or whatever. I don't know, man. Really good stuff. He knows Bjorn is gonna be microing the main army, so he's maybe gonna lose a tank. And he did. Right, Prism coming in again here. This is of course being seen. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna just snipe the Prism here. Quick snipe on the War Prism, but so many Zealots trying to move in. It's only 1-1 upgrades though. Being behind on Nightmare? Taking the Nexus down here. So yeah, playing this gateway heavy style. You kind of need to have more bases than your opponent, and it's very difficult on this map, I feel like, because first of all, there's not that many engage ways or like very open grounds. It's all like small platforms kind of where you can fight with these kind of bigger rams, but those look better for the Terran composition. Look at these Zealots being stuck behind the Stalkers, not doing anything here, and the Immortals and these Stalkers in the back. This is a terrible fight for Nightmare, even though it looks like even right now. This was so much better for Bjorn, because Nightmare could have crushed that army. But he didn't. He was trading terribly there. And now he's like, on this map, it's so hard to get up on your opponent in bases because it's such a straightforward layout. But this hidden base, if he recalls to this with a ton of probes, there we go. Oh no, it's actually a warping. Wow, wait, what? That's an expensive warping point. Oh my god, that's a thick storm there. Hitting so much of that bio. He should transfer probes here. Like, all of these guys needs to go over there immediately. This is such a weird position for the Zealots, man. He kind of has a surround on his opponent right now, on Dark, on Bjorn. My god, why am I calling him Dark? These Templars are not dropping in the correct location here, getting EMP. The Zealots from the left came into early. You can see some of the like the ideas, which are amazing, and then the execution is just not there yet. I don't like the space with only one probe mining here. I love it if he has a full situation sitting here. But maybe he's just gonna lose the game anyways before. This is another great storm here, but it feels like this army can just not die from Bjorn. Might just have enough here. He's gonna hit some more EMPs here. Only one storm remaining, and maybe he can break through here. Nightmare that is, but yeah, he's actually gonna push back Bjorn. This is a costly trade. Losing all of these ghosts on the back end, definitely not what you're looking for. No pickup on the medivac, he's afraid that this gets sniped anyways. This High Templar should have stormed the air army. He's gonna find this base maybe with the High Templar scouting it. This is not the money you're looking to get out of this. He mined 100 minerals. He set up 100, 200, 300, 400, 800, 9, 10, 11, 12.5, 1,250 minerals, and now we get the worker transfer here. And he sees this though, he sees there's something. It could be still a zealot, right? It could be like, alright, you have a zealot down there, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna get it later, but yeah. In fact, it is a base, and it's mining. Finally, it's actually really mining. This is not what you're looking for to do for here. I don't know, Nightmare. That's not the move, man. Hitting a planetary. He was looking to get those into the natural. There's still a bunker with the herd marine inside, by the way. Great stuff here. But yeah, this okay. So now this should have paid off here. Just like half a minute longer, I guess, it's gonna pay off. Once all of these have like 100 minerals lower, then it's gonna be great. We do have finally some Colossus, some robotic tech here, some more constant AoE. Gonna go in and snipe those liberators here. He's gonna pay with a hefty stalker price though. If we take a look at the resource lost, it's grossly in Bjorn's favor here. Another, oh, that was a great feedback. He saw the snipes, decides to go for the feedback there. He's gonna throw down a storm. Needs to be a little bit careful though, he might get sandwiched there. There's nothing really coming from the north though. Bjorn's army, it looks so small, but it's here somewhere. He has the supply. There we go, a lot of liberators just joining the fight right now here. And both parties are maxed out on upgrades as well at this point. We do have +2 ship weapons coming in here. This is a great fight here for Nightmare already. Just killing this base basically for free. Not really gonna sacrifice anything from his army. He killed 2 command centers. That's a great snipe. And Bjorn, this resets Bjorn to this position, remember? He still doesn't know about this base. Still doesn't know about this base. This could actually make or break the game, yeah. And this is a lot of money he's been pulling from this base at this point. Finally definitely paying off here for Nightmare. These Colossus are a little bit in danger. There is enough Vikings. He also snipes the prison with the High Templar in sight, so no more AoE for this army, and Nightmare needs to pull back. One Colossus is gonna stay alive for now, but yeah, definitely needs to pull back here. He gets in range even 1 second, he's just gonna pop like a balloon. He's gonna pop all of these stalkers as well, and there we go. Boom. Fell over. It tripped. So what you do now is you recall these probes to this base. Come on, Nightmare. He's just gonna make probes here now. So crazy, man. He really does hate that recall idea. And lose an observer. But he still has 2 monitoring the army rotations here. And finally Bjorn is gonna see this. Oh, you have had this for a while? Oh, I guess, yeah. It's not that badly mined out yet. But it's a lot of money. And yeah, he's not even gonna go and commit to this. He's gonna say, alright, if you have this, probably don't have the biggest army right now, do you? I just want a very good fight there for myself, and he's just gonna send a couple of liberators to arrest us down, deny the mining. Oh, another beautiful storm here. One storm on his own army, actually. One misclick there. Colossus falls again here. Medivac's trying to turn here. Denying this mining might just be enough. Nightmare's just gonna abandon the idea, it seems. He's gonna bring back the probes. As I said that though, he just starts chrono boosting on more probes here. And he's going into Void Rays now. It's only, what, one Void Ray? We do have the fleet beacon ready. There should be a mothership on the way. Which is not. Oh my god. Liberator's trying to kill an observer, he just runs away. Now he builds a turret under it. Those are speed observers now. Another nice position here for Björn. And oh, I know why the Void Ray came in. It's here to assassinate those liberators down there in the bottom. I love the idea though. We're gonna see how this works out. He's gonna rotate that one down, but he keeps on losing the space over here. He keeps on losing so many workers as well. And if he keeps on losing these fights as well, it's not gonna work out for him in the end. Björn is trading so efficient. Oh, so efficient. 26k to 27k to 36, almost 37k. The Void Ray is gonna play defense here now, and we do have a nuke on the way. Another Liberator sieging here in the bottom is gonna dodge the first shot there. And now we do see this base getting taken out, so the Void Ray definitely inconsequential here. A couple of Disruptors trying to hit good Novas, not really finding the mark. Only a couple of units going down there, and finally this base is gonna get poked out. But this was a lot of money extracted from this location here, so this might hurt Björn in the end game. Because, well, simply, I mean, Nightmare is trading way worse than he was getting from that base, money-wise. So he needs to start trading better, and then I guess he still has a good shot. But yeah, this might just be the money Björn needs to. Still dealing damage somewhere. There we go. Liberator. That was a 27 kill Liberator, by the way. That was insane. Most of probes, by the way. That's another terrible trade. If he can get any of those AoEs to connect here in these situations while he's fighting with the army there, that would be brilliant, but it's actually not happening. Losing another High Templar here to a Ghost. And it feels like the writing's kind of on the wall. He still has a very strong army, but Björn just does not falter here. And he definitely has the better composition. He has the ranged Liberators. He has them with +3 attack, man. Yeah, like, what, 3-shotting Colossus or something right now. They're dealing 90 damage against ground. Boom, boom. So much damage. Björn is trying to set up turrets across the map now. But there's nothing really that can hit, so I'm not loving the investment so far. There's no mothership, there is no actual carriers, there's no money for that transition. That kind of transition from Nightmare. There's not even enough money to rebuild your army here as Nightmare. He has some bank, but he has no army right now. We're trying to replace quality units. because he knows like his low tier units are not gonna make the cut here. He's just gonna keep a Stalker Ball. He doesn't even reinforce with the Zealots anymore. No High Templars, no Dark Templars, and he's just gonna trade out his Stalkers now. Feels like he's forced into a fight here, and Bjorn keeps on pushing the issue. Now a panic warping of Stalkers trying to hold the line here with a shield battery overcharge, but I don't think Nightmare can win this map anymore. Bjorn just simply too strong, too well defended, and look at the resources lost. One good connection there, but it's not gonna be enough. 40k to 55k here in the end, and Bjorn taking the map. That was a long game though. Those Ghost River games, man, they're delivering. They're not the most action-packed, but they're like very strategic. Kind of cool to see. Next map is gonna be Archaon. I got up very early today, you must excuse me. I woke up at 5 AM and a meeting in the early morning. It's definitely a bit draining on the energy levels here. But let's hop into our second map in our best of 3 here. Between and the top right, will it show up? Why doesn't it? There we go, in the top right it is Bjorn. And in the bottom left, it is Nightmare. Thank you everybody for tuning in so early or so late in the day. And I hope you're enjoying the content so far. Definitely had some fun games here again. Remember, if you enjoy the content, please consider following this YouTube channel here at Mapu TV Gaming on YouTube. Any little support, it does help and go a long way. Thank you so much. Coming in with a probe here, it's gonna harass the SCV a little bit. But yeah, Nightmare needs to do something, so the early game wasn't looking terrible, and he had like a very crazy good looking mid game there. And then in the late game, he was in a good map wise, like map control wise, he was in a good position, but his traits were just terrible. And it feels like he kept engaging into the wrong areas with not the correct army to fight at that area, and that ended up costing him the game. Bjorn was staying back very defensively, kept on retaking his bases he lost, replenishing his units, and taking on good engagements, which he is known for as well. Take on very good engagements. This is a different map though this time. It's Archaon, which is way more open. It still has those ledges as well, but they are way less abusive than they are on Ghost River, which we just saw. So Ghost River has those, as I said, like small plateaus with a little bit of bigger range ramps, but you kind of need to fight into a big concave all the time, kind of going through a bottleneck. So it's really a super defensive map in a way. Every engagement, if you try to push in, the defender has a good defender's advantage, very strong one. This is kind of a funny forced to push out 2 Marauders with concussive shells in the Marine. They're definitely gonna kill this Adept here. The Adept trying to save its life by killing the Marine, but only realizing too late that this is actually what you are looking to hurt there in this small group. The actual damage dealer, the Marine, not the 2 Marauders. And yeah, Bjorn is looking to snipe as many props as he can with this. It's gonna maybe, alright, if I'm gonna be lucky I can get a Stalker, but my goal is gonna get some props. And yeah, doing great so far. Already getting 2, getting a 3rd one. This is looking like a great opening here for Bjorn. Shield Battery is gonna finish up though, and it's gonna put a timer onto this small force here. He's gonna try to assassinate 1 more probe. He's gonna get it just before it gets in range. 4 probes. And an Adept. Did not get a Stalker though, which two kind of low Stalker shields, which ends up being nothing. I think this is a good defense still for Nightmare. It's a trade, but I think as Bjorn you're looking for a little bit more there. Committed to early concussive, to 2 Marauders and a Marine, which is 250 minerals and 50 gas. Concussives are going to be helpful later on, but of course you're not going to use that 50-50 for your stim, you're not going to use that production time for your stim or combat shields. I think I like it more for Nightmare. It's gonna blink trick the mine into shooting. Needs to be careful though, this is concussive though, this can make the math a little bit fuzzy here. He's very aggressive with those Stalkers and he's gonna pay with 1. Oh my god, if he could get that Medivac though, wow. Definitely a mistake by Bjorn then. Nightmare is hunting. If he could get that Medivac, I mean it gets sealed up, but not gonna see it move out. It's gonna move into those 3 Stalkers though. And that's exactly what he wants to have happen. Gonna get 2 volleys. And last volley, if he gets 1 more blink, boom, he's gonna completely deny this harassment. 1 probe is gonna walk across the map here. He's gonna wait for his blink and then gonna get that Widow Mine. Maybe he can get... no. I think this was already seen, yeah. He's gonna blink these 2 guys. Oh! He got blinked back in time. Yeah, that's definitely a waste there by Bjorn. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. Getting so caught out in that open area there in the north. Good foresight by our pros player. Extricate's coming on, and the Colossus being queued up behind this. And yeah, this should be deflected very easily here. Going into the 3rd base though could spell trouble here for Nightmare. He has only an Immortal here, there's a shield battery, but it's a little bit far up to the north. The Immortal is just gonna get back in range here, but it's a little bit too late it seems. Still should go down, but yeah, it's gonna cost some units here for Bjorn. Definitely not what he was looking for. I don't know why he dropped those last 2 Marines there. Maybe to bait him into not blinking across and getting those Medivacs. There we go. 2nd and 4th, sorry, 3rd and 4th Medivac on the way here. Extra barracks coming up. Bjorn looking to really macro up and go across and if try to kill that 3rd base, but Colossus are already here. Range is about to be done. 2nd Colossus is about to be done. Couple force fields. And you suddenly get a ton of those Marines. This is a very Marauder heavy force though. But there's also Marauders in this mix. Sorry, Immortals in this mix. Stalkers are trying to get for some kills here. Only finding a couple of Marines though. It's a very aggressive maneuver. I don't hate it, but it feels like it's not doing as he wants to. He's gonna bait a ton of stim though. And he keeps on finding those Marines, so yeah. Actually doing this way better than I thought. Gonna lose his first Stalker finally, and yeah, might just stay back here for a while. No, Nightmare's just going alright. Full aggressive here. He does not see this though, this is a big mistake, he needs to be careful. He thought maybe there's only one unit. Jan could have even done this smarter and like move his army to the like this so it wouldn't shoot until they run actually into this base and then reveal that there is a big army waiting. Could have maybe killed a couple stalkers. You should mine out more from this. I'm so sure. Definitely should mine out the whole ramp here. If you open it up, mine it out. Doesn't do anything for you if you just keep it like that. Mine at least half of it. There we go. He mines one more patch and he mines one more. There we go. Viking going across the map here, and the Zealot is gonna find it. Or should we say the Viking finds the Zealot? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem to be benefiting any of those. Fourth base on the way here, and this looks to be a little bit slow, it feels. The engineering bay, second engineering bay with the armory. Might just be timed out perfectly here though, but this base has already been mining for a minute or so, and this only started. I think this is a good position here for Nightmare still. He's still up at bases. He should go out though and start up his fifth Nexus here in a little bit. I mean, you can sit at 4 bases for a time as Protoss if you want to, but eventually you need to push out and try to get that fifth secured. He is playing a robo-heavy composition though, to be fair, so you can kind of sit back on smaller base counts. Yeah, if you get some good connections here, it's kind of everything, right? Oh! If he could get that connection, it's not gonna happen. This second one is gonna happen though. Oh my god, that was so big damage there. Terrible damage here. And that is trying to come in, and the Nidus command setup is already done, so not gonna happen. If you could get some of these Vikings here on the tail end, would be pretty good, and indeed he does so. So far, strong defensive, and Nightmare is gonna throw down immediately with Nexus. I'll say, alright, and it just defended your pressure and or your timing, your tech. I'm just gonna throw down the extra Nexus now. Boom. And he did do a beautiful trade there. 6,000 to 4.4 here. And resources lost, so some great trading by Nightmare so far. That one disruptor hit definitely was on the money there. Let's see if it's still alive. Doesn't seem the way. Doesn't seem to be the case here. But yeah. Colossi also doing some insane damage in that small area. He's gonna have one more Nova here trying to connect. He's a little bit conservative with his robo units, which is a good play in my opinion. Keeping those back, waiting for your extra shots again, and definitely like retention, army retention. That's the key word here for Nightmare if you want to play low base or lower economies. Needs to be a little bit careful not to overcommit though. This is a planetary still, it already has 3 kills, so it's like Zealots and Stalkers and something. That's expensive kills. This is a ton of disruptors. He needs to throw down some of these shots though. It's not like the MP do cancel out the ability to shoot. Gonna try to find these armies, but it's so tough to actually push in with disruptors and win a fight. They're so good defensively, not offensively. It doesn't even matter though. It feels like the army is just so big, but in the end Björn manages to make a stand happen here at his 4th base. And if he keeps this alive, it's gonna be good enough for him. Colossus there, I love it. Just shooting at the planetary is also a strong move here. As long as he doesn't lose those. Oh. Some mediocre connections there by the disruptor, but as long as it stays alive and it gets killed, it's gonna be good. It feels like kind of like a swarm host, right? In these regards. Whenever the cooldown is ready again, you just throw it, and whatever you can kill, it's gonna be worth it eventually. If you do not lose the unit. He did lose a ton of disruptors though, to be fair. And now we have War Prism with his army here reinforcing this so heavily. One disruptor shot might just be right on the money. Beautiful split here in the last second, but the reinforcements are a little bit slow from Bjorn finally coming in here. He still had a lot of units behind the minerals waiting. Another Disruptor Nova, and if one of these disconnect on the money man, that's all you need. It's a terrible unit design. But it is what it is, and it is here, and it's here to stay. They're not gonna remove the Disruptor at this point. No 3-3 on the way. Oh, actually, it's +3 on the way, but... Oh my god. Oh! So he did hit one decent hit there. With the Disruptor. And this Colossus is still going ham. 13 kills. In the meantime, we do have the main base being relocated here. And then again, trying to push in. He's really trying to force the issue. He's not taking any extra bases. He's starting to low run on money. He's been losing a ton of disruptors. As you can see, the trading is going in favor of Bjorn here. He's been just sitting back defensively and kind of just using the defender's advantage for his own purpose. But this base was seen, and this is not a planetary, and Nightmare knows this. He's just gonna throw some zealots at it, and that's gonna be enough to maybe kill the whole mineral line. Another disruptor might just fall in a second, but this is what I was afraid of. 4 zealots just ravaging this base here. Even though Bjorn set up a 5th base mining, or another 4th base, it's not gonna work out for him right now, and he needs to pull this one back. I'm gonna try and apply some pressure of his own with these 2 medevacs. Oh no, they're actually just gonna do a defensive rotation, but does he have enough units at the front here now? This constant place of trading is such an odd way of playing the game here, both players. Very stuck and stubborn. Oh, that disruptor hit might be insanely good. Does not find the mark there. One is gonna hit at least a couple of guys. Oh my god, and there we do finally have a great disruptor hit. 8 kills there on that one disruptor, and this might just be the hammer swing in the right direction here. On Nightmare, the one Colossus, 26 kills by the way. That's been amazing. The hero of the team here. Been dealing so much damage. And finally another Nexus coming down here. Of course he had the gold base behind this, but it's also starting to go low here in a little bit. I think the first few patches are about to disappear in just a moment. Another good disruptor hit here. Wow, 13 kills on the disruptor. That's some great stuff. And we do see actually a ton of gas here piling for Nightmare as he runs out of minerals to mine here on his mining locations, and definitely shows he kind of wanted to, or should have transitioned a bit earlier. He's been warping in sentries now. I mean, they can make the difference, but not most of the time. This orbital managed to land over here. Just muling that location would be great for Bjorn already. Putting up this area here. The Colossus is still alive, still healthy. 32 kills. We do have some mules mining here now. And yeah, Bjorn is just gonna GG, alright. He doesn't want to keep on playing this kind of defensive trading game. That's a very interesting thing to say. He's just gonna say, alright, yeah. I guess he did not know how far ahead Nightmare was. And oops, while Nightmare was definitely, there we go, man god, ahead, he was not that far ahead. So definitely a little bit disappointed there by Bjorn. Could have kept on playing, in my opinion, even though it's a very nasty composition to play against and style, and it didn't feel good. I guess he was kind of making his opponent bigger than he actually was in his head. Yeah, Nightmare manages to take that one. It's 1-1 right now. And we go into map number 3, which is going to be Site Delta. Alright, we're looking at 1-1 situation between those two guys here. In the bottom left it is... wait for it. It is Bjorn. And in the top... in the bottom right, sorry, it is Bjorn. In the top left it is Nightmare. Definitely a weird game, the last one between these two. I guess Bjorn was just too frustrated and he never really managed to go up to Liberators. And he was starting to mine out his other locations, so in the end he was like, alright, I'm probably gonna lose this one. Well, why delay it? But yeah, if he kind of can salvage that position where he was in and push out to that new orbital he landed, kind of get another stage leg up there. Nightmare was actually not that far ahead at bases and minerals. He was starting to mine out as well on most locations. He kind of was in the same situation, like that extra base he was taking there, and was kind of his lifeline. The issue though is though, Bjorn was... I mean, Nightmare had the map control, and if he starts to just take bases in the bottom and top, and Bjorn cannot really keep up anymore. So, I mean, it's definitely an understandable decision there for Bjorn to leave the game when he left last and that's a missed timing if I've ever seen one. Was waiting for the Reaper to move out and insanely perfectly moves into the hands of this stapler Reaper here. Two staplers. Dev's gonna try to push this one back. Be succeeding. Please, he's not gonna get the kill though. Oh, he didn't miss the Reaper. Nice change of course here. He did not see the Twilight. This will be Blink, so very standard stuff here. On the other side is gonna be a Reactor into 1-1-1 setup with a Widowmine drop here. Orbital already done on the low ground as well. Once he has enough Marines, he's gonna push out and start to take his low ground here. Oh, you wanna raise this one, you don't wanna give free information here for our opponent. Reaper still alive. Kick in here. There we go. Widowmine into a Raven possibly, or maybe another Cloaked Banshee play. We're gonna see though. Definitely something odd here with the tech lab coming onto the starport at this point. Not making anything so far. There we go, Cloaked Banshee again, okay. And a bunker in the front. Right, so this already is a little bit of a tell. A bunker. He did in map number 1 on Ghost River go for Cloaked Banshee, and he also did have a bunker at his natural. Is this enough for my Nightmare to get a read on? I don't think so. But yeah, the Reaper, by the way, is mistimed, is ill-timed with this dropship here. Try to come in here, maybe deny this third, but did not get in the way at the right time. We do have an Adept actually. Wow, this shaded in, it killed 3 SCVs. That's a big mistake here. That's a big mistake, oh my god. I discarded that possibility. And yeah, now we have an Observer hanging around with a Medivac. Man. Drop supply depot. Like, everything I'm seeing from Beyond right now is like... does not speak for him currently. Everything is like, oh, this is a tiny thing that is an edge for Nightmare. This is another tiny thing that's an edge for Nightmare. The supply depot, again, it's a tiny disadvantage for Bjorn. And they keep on, like, piling up. I mean, it's far from over, but it feels like every little edge so far is going into Nightmare's favor. Double Banshee being accumulated at home, though, and I don't think this has been seen yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. He knows everything. And Bjorn doesn't know that he knows, because he's keeping his Banshees back. He's waiting for 2, he has them at home. Stalker waiting here, there's 3 Stalkers over here. There's only one Observer? That's a little bit risky. Oh no, there's a second Observer, but he's out on the... Where is the second Observer? He's in the main base, okay, in patrol. He's in a good spot. He does not have anything with his army though, so he might lose a Stalker here to those Banshees. Banshees deal a ton of damage against Stalkers. It's crazy. They have double attack on 12 damage. It's crazy. And they shoot so fast. 0.8, 0.89. Gonna lose the first Banshee. He did set up a Widowmine drop during this though, which did find some success, 3 kills at least. But now those tanks are gonna get sniped here, and the Banshee is the only staying power. A third Banshee coming in, that's very interesting. Banshee, tank, Marine here. And Stim, oops, I had the taps on here. On the way now. Super late Stim. Third Banshee. But in the end, like, if it's this committed, maybe bring some SCVs with it and make some bunkers to keep your tanks safe. Because your Marines are not going to be very powerful without any upgrades, without Stim or combat shields or +1. Anything would have been better here. Now Nightmare just trying to go for the counterattack. He does have a Colossus. There's one Zealot just scrubbing his face there at that Stalker, but looking good so far from Nightmare. He's shooting at that depot like his life depends on it, and now he's gonna lose the Zealots in his front line and needs to pull back. But 4th base is on the way. This is still 2 bases for Bjorn. There's no 3rd CC. This is 5 barracks. Is this even 5 barracks? 4 barracks? No, it's 5 barracks. If he gets this 4th base up and running, that's a big win condition for him. It's gonna lose a couple of these probes here first though. But yeah, already cannon position, a little bit out of position though. Stalker's coming in though, trying to go for the assassination. It's gonna find none of these. And finally we're gonna have some Stim and combo shields, but this is already such a small army here for Bjorn. And he does not have a 3rd base behind this. He should really pull SCVs with this. You're not gonna get a 3rd being done here on location, I think. There we go. +1 is halfway done here. Maybe even chrono boost this one or get out Storm. Let's see what Bjorn's plan is gonna be. He's very Marauder heavy. He has 4 barracks pumping on Marauders. That's where his money's been going. He's saying like, alright, you have Stalkers, I have Marauders. Let's see how they pair against each other. And he's gonna have a ton of Marauders. There's already 3, 6, 7 here. And another 4 and some SCVs coming with this. But there's Colossus. I don't think this is gonna work. SCVs should die within 2 or 3 attacks. There's only 2 Vikings. 4 tanks sounds nice, but in the end, actually not really doing that much. Wait, why are those probes dying? What am I? There's no battle report. Alright, SCV is dying at the frontier now. Gonna maybe kill one of these Archons. No, not gonna happen. He's gonna set up turrets now in this location. Bunkers. And he needs to make up his mind. He's already losing out of the SCVs. He's gonna set up like 1 turret here. But before it even finishes, the engage is gonna happen. Nightmare coming in with a swinging hammer again. Needs to keep his Colossus alive though, and I think he's gonna succeed in doing so, only losing 1 so far. Needs to bring them again with his army though, but yeah, Bjorn is just gonna GG out and Nightmare is gonna take the win. Very well done by Nightmare.